another bowl game of great interest, the Allstate Sugar Bowl, and a really good matchup here, the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Ole Miss Rebels. Oklahoma State here for the first time since 1946. Ole Miss here for the first time since 1970. And Ricky, that's what makes this a great matchup. Two really good teams that can score, and two teams that are hungry, and two teams that are loving the fact that they're playing in New Orleans in the Allstate Sugar Bowl on New Year's. That's what you want in this particular matchup, and that's what you've got.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what I like most of all, J.J. McCluskey's son playing. And J.J. played in the same game 25 years ago, now his son back playing. So that shows you. Then Archer Manning School, so it just got a lot of history in it.
Well, you know, Ole Miss, they haven't been here in a while. I think Archie Manning was the last time that they were here when 69 season, 70 game. And yeah, it should be a fun game. High-powered offenses. I would look for a lot of big plays and a lot of points.
And if you haven't read the piece by Will Pennigy on the Ole Miss situation being in the Sugar Bowl, go back and read it at SportsNOLA.com. You'll really enjoy it. Outstanding timepiece that is timeless, and I think you would thoroughly enjoy it. This should be a great matchup, and I think both teams will play and play to win. No Kemdiche, obviously. That's going to hurt Ole Miss. The Rebels, though, Kelly's an outstanding quarterback. When he gets it going, he's got skill around him. Guys that can make plays, Brian, as we saw when Ole Miss played LSU, among other games.
I tell you what, that's what I'm saying. This is a perfect game for New Orleans and New Year's Day. For this club to be in here, it represents the SEC. It's a high-powered team, so it should be a lot of fun. I would love to be in the stands.
Yeah, I think, you know, these two teams travel well, so that's the good thing about it. I mean, they're going to bring a lot of people in, and Neither City ain't a whole lot, you know, far from New Orleans, so I think that, you know, you'll get a good crowd.
Well, the game's a sellout, and that happened pretty quickly.
Yes.
So it tells you about where this game is, because in this day and age of the bowl system, Brian, the playoffs are great because you get a true champion, but they've kind of diminished the importance of other bowl games in the process.
Yeah, Kenny, as over the holidays, you watch some of these games that are being played on television.
A lot of empty seats, huh?
Well, and yeah, unless the cameras are focused in the middle of the field, you know, there's a lot of empty seats in the stadiums.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I'm taking Alabama for to win it all.
Okay.
Well, you're just speeding right ahead.
Yeah, you just, boy, skip over what's going on here.
See you later, folks.
Well, I mean, you know that the bowls are a lot of teams that, you know, when they go to the bowls, a lot of people not going to follow them.
Right.
So, I mean, there's going to be some empty seats. And, you know, you have that, but you get teams like we got here in Louisiana, these teams are going to follow, you know, they're going to follow LSU, you know, and they're going to follow Ole Miss. So they're going to get a chance to bring a lot of crowd. But a lot of people up north, they don't follow, you know, when they come down south.
Well, you mentioned Jalen McCluskey. Oklahoma State has a lot of skill on its team. They have the ability to strike and strike quickly, and they have all season long. The Cowboys, big play offense, and they've been doing this for a few years now under Coach Gundy. This is a good offensive football team, Brian.
Yeah, again, if you put these two teams on, you're looking at a game in the 30s, 40s, I would think, by the end of when it's all said and done. Who do you like? I like Ole Miss in this game.
Well, I'll take Oklahoma State in this one.
Whoa! All right, okay.
He's prejudiced. He's going with his friend's son. What can I tell you?
All right, I'm going with JJ's son. I mean, I played with JJ.
There's always a reason.
Yeah.
I'd feel a lot better about Ole Miss's chances if Kemdiche was playing.
Yes, that's true.
What a stupid decision he made. And hurt his team, hurt himself, but hurt his team in the process, and that's very unfortunate. So that said, it's a jump ball game in my mind. I'll give Ole Miss a very slight edge, but Oklahoma State's very good.
Yeah,
I think it's a good game.
And I'll tell you what, it's going to hurt that young man's chances of the draft. He's going to have to go sell himself big time. Okay, we'll see what happens to him.
All right.
It's unfortunate.
So who do you like in the semifinals? Ricky's already telling you who's going to win the whole thing. Who do you like in the semifinals?
You know what? I like Oklahoma over Clemson, and I like Alabama over Michigan State. And the reason, and I'll give you a quick reason why. Oklahoma, I think, you know, they got beat by Clemson 40-6 last year in a bowl game.
That's right.
40-6. They've got Bob Stoops has got a much better defense, a much better pass defense. He's going to need it. And then the other game, Michigan State, hey, they've had a magical season, but it's going to end with Alabama and Derrick Henry and a good defense. All
right, so we know you like Alabama to win the game over Michigan State. Who do you like with Clemson, Oklahoma?
I like Oklahoma.
Okay.
I like Oklahoma, and I like Alabama-Oklahoma matchup. Oklahoma got a running team, and Alabama got a great defense. I don't think they'll be able to run on Alabama defense, so I like Alabama in the game.
Okay, good. Well, I like Alabama and Clemson. I think Clemson proved beyond the shadow of a doubt who they are. They killed Oklahoma last year. This is not too far down the road. I like Alabama to win it all over Clemson. Back to talk Pelicans in a moment on Sports NOLA TV.